This is a review for the Levoit Core 400S. This unit is cylindrical in shape. It's about 20 inches tall and its diameter is approximately 11 inches. The unit weighs about 10 pounds. This air purifier uses a single combination filter. That combination filter consists of a mesh pre-filter, a HEPA filter, and a pellet-based carbon filter. Air enters the unit through the grill here. It goes through the mesh pre-filter, through the HEPA filter, through the carbon filter, through the center of the unit, and up out through the top of the unit here. This air purifier has 4 fan speeds: low, medium, high, and turbo. The 400S outputs at approximately 260 CFM, and it retails for about $200. So what do we like about this air purifier? We definitely like the airflow on this air purifier. It does have very good airflow at 260 CFM, which gives it an area of coverage of upwards of about 300 square feet. We also like the fact that this unit does have a very good particle filter and a very good gas filter. It uses a HEPA filter for particle filtration, and it uses a pellet-based carbon filter for gas filtration. This air purifier also has good energy efficiency. It has a CFM to watt ratio of about 7:1 on its highest fan speed and 19:1 on its lowest fan speed. And these are very good results for an air purifier in this size class. This unit also has fairly low noise output. Again, it offers very good ratios compared to its competitors. The ratio for noise output that we use is CFM to decibel. And when it comes to those ratios for this unit, it does very well compared to top-rated competitors. Moving on to things that we don't like about the 400S, most of the negatives really boil down to the fact that this is essentially an oversized version of the very popular Core 300. The Core 300, its design works very well for its price, but making an oversized version of that design does present some issues that I'll talk about now. First, let's talk about the combination filter. Now, we do like certain components of that combination filter. We do like the particle filter, the HEPA filter, and we do like the gas filter, the carbon filter. What we do not like is the mesh pre-filter that's pulled over the HEPA filter. It's just not a very good quality pre-filter. Now on the Core 300, that is a much less expensive air purifier, so it is much more acceptable for that air purifier to not have a high quality pre-filter. But when it comes to the 400S, when you compare it to competitors at its price point, the pre-filter is really a much lower quality than the pre-filter that you find on competitors for the 400S. We also don't like the order of the filters in the combination filter. Again, we didn't like the order of the filters on the 300 either, but at its price point, again, it was more acceptable for it to have that order of filters. Top-rated competitors of the 400S place the carbon filter before the HEPA filter. And what that does is it allows the carbon filter to act as an additional pre-filter, essentially, for larger particles. And so that extends the life of the particle filter on those units. The 400S, of course, doesn't have that. The carbon filter comes after the particle filter. And so you don't have that extra level of protection over the particle filter. Another example of how the 400S, being an oversized version of the 300, how that is problematic involves the actual durability of the unit. Now, both of these units, the 300 and the 400, you turn them upside down and you rotate a plastic cover to remove the combination filter. This plastic cover, which forms the base of the air purifier when it's standing upright, is made of a very thin, cheap plastic. And again, on the 300, it's not much of an issue because that's a very lightweight unit. So you don't really have to worry about the quality of the base so much. With the 400S, it is substantially larger and quite a bit heavier. So it is much more of a concern that that base made of that cheap plastic, we are concerned about the long-term durability of that particular part on this unit. Much more so with the 400S than we are concerned with it with the Core 300. Comparing the 400S to other Levoit air purifiers, there is also a Core 200S on the market, and that Core 200 is even smaller than the 300. So you have the 200, that is the smallest. You have the 300, that's a little bit larger, and then you have this 400 that is considerably larger than that. The 200 has the lowest airflow, the 300 has slightly more airflow, and then this 400S has considerably more airflow. So when it comes to airflow, the 400S is the best option among those three models. In terms of filtration quality, you get essentially the same filtration quality among all three models. The 200S, the 300, and the 400S, they all essentially have the same combination filter with the exact same quality pre-filter, the exact same quality particle filter, that being a HEPA filter, and the exact same quality gas filter, that being a pellet-based carbon filter. So you get the same filtration quality with all three models. You just get higher airflow as you go up a number, and of course the price also increases as the model number increases. Moving on to a comparison of the 400S to top-rated units, the 400S actually compares quite favorably to top-rated units. It has the same approximate level of airflow. It has the same particle filtration quality, as it also has a HEPA filter like top-rated units. It has the same gas filtration quality, as it also has a pellet-based carbon filter like the top-rated Winix 5500-2. It also has good energy efficiency, and it has low noise output like top-rated units. However, it does have lower pre-filter quality, as we talked about earlier. It also puts its carbon filter behind its HEPA filter instead of putting its carbon filter in front of its HEPA filter to extend the life of that HEPA filter. It also has certain durability issues, as we talked about earlier, and it's usually considerably more expensive than at least the number one unit we currently recommend, the Winix 5500-2. When it comes to a final recommendation for this unit, the 400S does do a lot of things very well, like I just talked about, but it also does have substantial negatives, like I just talked about. Putting all of that together, we generally do not recommend this unit over top-rated units. The bottom line here is that this is not a bad air purifier, but there are better options on the market. See the description of this video for a link to the latest updated list of air purifiers that we recommend, and thank you for watching.